All right, guys, here in the Corporate Mental Health Facilitator group, I hope that you are having a truly fantastic Monday. I have just finalized the coaching session together with Daniel, who has just completed his certification training, and he's just gotten past his exam. And every time that people have done their exam, I'm always happy to have a coaching session. So, Daniel, you were kind enough to kind of share your experience on how it was to become a corporate mental health facilitator. So thank you very much for that.
My pleasure.
Can you please give a couple of insights to, what's your story? How did you kind of get into this field in the first place?
Sure. Yeah, no problem. Look, at the moment, over the last 4 years, I've had a consulting company that's basically been around the topics of high performance teams and building trust in small and medium businesses and corporates.
Yep.
And look, it's been great. I've had a great time. That was on the back of a book that I published many years ago.
Yep.
And my background before the corporate world was I was in military aviation, so I was flying aircraft, and I just wanted to kind of see the differences between the way that the military worked and the way that corporate worked. So I moved into that. Now, over that whole process, what I noticed was that I enjoyed it, and I was getting great feedback from the corporates and the businesses that I was dealing with.
Yep.
But there's no real, I guess, from a marketing perspective, there's no pain points really around high performance teams. I'm not having my door beaten down by people who really need training on on high performance teams. So when the opportunities for the corporate mental health came along, the thing that kind of really jumped out at me was that, number one, during COVID, obviously the time of filming COVID, it was a massively talked about subject. Some of the topics that you raised during the initial training before I joined, I'd kind of had similar exposure to that in what I deliver, but also in my previous life, and they really interested me. But most importantly, and I guess from my perspective, from running a business, is that I saw that there was a lot of pain around the corporate mental health kind of space and mental health in general. So I thought, yes, this would be a great opportunity to help people, and get out there and actually get involved and helping people get out of ruts and out of kind of mental issues, or sorry, not mental issues, but around making them more mentally healthy. But also from a business perspective, it was a great business opportunity because obviously every business needs customers. So yeah.
Can you give is there a couple of words to kind of how you're going to explore the business side of it? Maybe some of the stuff that we're doing with the Executive Corporate Mental Health program now.
Sure. Well, as we learn on the course, the modules are all laid out very nicely, and I guess the culmination of that was, okay, you've got the knowledge. Now let's actually go out there and start beating the drum and getting the message out there. I chose a niche. I don't really want to tell what that niche is because I don't want to kind of give away my secret. But I've chosen a niche, and and as I said to you, Bjorn, previously, there's a fine line between being too niched and being kind of and too broad. So my aim is to kind of really, I've built my funnel, and for those of you who aren't familiar, I've built a basic process of which how I get my lead all the way through to how I get in front of a customer. So I've built that now, and I'll be implementing that in the coming weeks, all of which you've gone through and taught us, Bjorn, so that's great. I'll implement that, and hopefully I'll start getting my respondents to come on board and start my program very soon.
Definitely. All right, last thing, kind of because this is quite important, this is a really important part of my training, is that people don't feel left off whenever they enroll. How has the support been throughout the training and also after you've actually passed the exam here?
Yeah, I've done a lot of programs, done a lot of training in my life, and this is definitely one of the better ones. And the reason why, and again, I'm not just saying that because I'm on a call with you. The reason I'm saying that is that yes, like everything, there's a lot of automation. So there's a lot of emails popping up. You read it, you write the responses, but normally in a lot of courses that's where it ends. what I've found with this particular course that you offer is that we write our reflections at the end of the week. And we get feedback on that. So as opposed to me just writing a whole bunch of information and hoping that it's correct, you will come back and actually adds commentary to, yes, I'm going down the right avenue or not. And, I did the training over the Christmas period, which is obviously a difficult part of the year, but there's still enough feedback there for me to gain some great cues and great feedback so I could maneuver my training to where I needed to go. So yeah, I mean, you've got the online videos, you've got the feedback, written feedback, you've got the app and the application kind of feedback as well. Look, really, there's nothing more. I mean, anything more than that would probably be overkill, to be honest. So yeah, it was great.
All right. Well, thank you so much for sharing your feedback, not only on the course, but also kind of where you're seeing it to take you in the future. And I'm looking so much forward to kind of following you. Hopefully you will be kind enough to share a couple of more updates on this channel as well.
But I will say, sorry, one last thing.
Yes,
one other
please.
thing that people need to understand is that, the level of effort and the amount of kind of due diligence that's required to be kind of CPD certified, which you are, that's another huge thing that brought me on board, because, we can do information courses, but being accredited, that's the kind of the key kind of focus that people need to understand as well. So, well done to you for doing that.
Yeah, thank you so much for that. And actually, thank you for giving this short video together with me.
My pleasure.
And if we don't speak before, we're going to see you in the other group on Friday.
Yep, great.
All right. So have a great day. Speak soon.
Thanks, Bjorn.
Bye.